What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me. 10,000 steps in Midtown. We on the move. And the sun is behind me, so I don't know. I might be a little darkened out more than usual. Y'all know I'm already a dark man. So the sun being behind me, you know how the perspective does. Darkens the imagery. But let's talk about these repos, man. Repos are up. Repos are up. That is the report. Repos are up. How about that? You know, shout out to my peoples that own a vehicle outright, free and clear. I know y'all are thinking that couldn't be me. That's how I feel. That could not be me. I wish I would be out here with some vehicle that is on the repo list. I'm having to park it in the driveway and close the gate. I'm having to put it in the garage and close it down. I'm having to do this stuff every single night because I'm scared the repo man gonna show up. You know, the repo man got tricks for y'all. You know, y'all that do all this extra stuff to try to keep your vehicle that you just keep driving but not paying on. I mean, that's some ghetto stuff right there. I mean, think about that. You owe money for this vehicle. You fully aware you owe money for this vehicle. You got the nerve to still keep going out there driving it, being seen with it, and still ain't trying to pay what you owe on it. That is some ghetto stuff right there. But they got some tricks for y'all. They do. I've seen them. It's a video that I saw recently where the repo man, I don't know how he was tracking the car, but he was good. He found the car. The car might have had a tracker in it. I don't know. But he found the car, and while he was rolling over there to the car was in a parking lot. While he was rolling over there to the car, he like laid back something, you know. The back of the truck came apart like a transformer so that he could, you know, roll up and scoop the front wheels up. So he goes in reverse. He gets the front wheels clamped, and then he starts to pull off. But right before he could start pulling off, it was two people in the back. It was a chick, I guess, who was the owner of the car. But she got out yelling and stuff, my car, or whatever. It was her and a dude in the back. And they was back there having sex, man. I mean, how crazy is that? How ghetto do you gotta be to be out parked in a lot somewhere, getting smashed in the back seat of the car that's on the repo list? Like, you know that car ain't being paid for. And instead of getting out there working you some overtime, this is how you spend your free time. You out there moving, trifling like this, man. Just for real. So again, shout outs to my people that own a vehicle outright, because this would never be all right. This would never be us. But the dude pulled up. He got the car, you know, hitched up, started taking off. Her and the dude jumped out the back. And they was like, you know, all disheveled, not fully closed. She talking about something, I want to get my phone out or something like that. They started half chasing it. They couldn't really chase it because their clothes wasn't really together. They wasn't right. So they really weren't in a position to try to chase down the tow truck. But, you know, tow truck driver just kept pulling on off. And I laughed at this because I'm just like, man, these repo situations then got crazier and crazier. I didn't even know that they had it set up like that now, to where they could just back in, capture the front wheels, and just take off with it. I mean, that, if you a repo dude, this definitely makes your job easier. That's for damn sure. But yeah, repos is up right now, and this just goes to what I was saying to y'all before, man, about people buying these vehicles, and they really should be. They really can't afford to. They get these super high notes. I mean, you know, as I told y'all, I'm in the city of Detroit. You know, these Chargers and Challengers, these Hellcats, demons. You got people out here with quite a few of those, and that note is eating them up. Many of them out here with no insurance because they can't afford both struggles. If they dropping 8, 9, 1,000, 1,100 even on some of these notes. Yes, 1,100 even for a note. I've seen it myself. They dropping 1,100 for a note, and they about to park that boy in the city of Detroit. Insurance is about to get that ass. Insurance is easily about to be like $350, $400 for that boy. So let's just do some easy math. Let's say you paying $1,100 a month for the note, and then you paying another $400 a month for the insurance. My God, that's $1,500 a month just to look at that car sit out there in the driveway, because those tend to take premium and they drink the premium like it's water. So you can't even afford to keep gas in that boy. You for real busting your butt, working 40 hours a week and another 10 hours of overtime just to be able to barely make the payments for your car per month, to sit there and watch it be parked in the damn driveway, hoping and praying every night it's still out there. So that's another stressor, all right? When you going to bed at night, you putting your club on, you putting your boot on. This one guy that I saw with a Charger, he had a boot for it, all right? He had a boot for that boy. When I saw the boot on there, I couldn't believe it. Like, excuse me, man, I really didn't know that you could buy a boot for your own car. I had no idea, because that's just never been my struggle, man. I've never had a vehicle that was number one on the stolen list. Not to say that maybe one day I won't decide to get a Charger myself, and that'll be my struggle. But as of right now, I've never owned a car that was number one on the stolen list, or even in the top 10 on the stolen list. So I don't know what that life is like. I had no idea that you could buy a boot for your own car, but he had the boot on there to make sure that nobody would steal it. And that's crazy to me in itself, to see a boot, somebody putting a boot on their own car, man. Like, wow. So when you go to bed at night, you putting that club on, you putting that brake pedal lock on, and you putting that boot on the wheel, and you still not sleeping soundly. You still going to bed anxious, hoping and praying that junk's still out there in the morning, because you don't know how determined some of these thieves are. They'll probably still try to get you, even with all that on there. They'll try to put it on their own tow flatbed or something like that, to take it somewhere and break it down still. Like, the lengths that people will go to when they don't want to work is crazy, man. They will do all types of creative stuff to steal and make some money under the table. They will literally do anything but work, man. So, boy, this repo situation is crazy. Repos is up. Apparently, they're like the highest they've been in a while. And it's likely because of people doing exactly the sorts of things that I try to tell y'all to avoid. Stop buying stuff you can't afford. Stop trying to show out in front of people who don't care. They don't care. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. What you don't know about the Joneses is, while they doing this and that, and you steady trying to keep up with them, struggling to keep up with them, the Joneses are struggling themselves. They just doing a better job of hiding it. They doing a really good job of fronting and pretending. And you trying to keep up with the Joneses like, I live on the same block as them. How come they can afford this and I can't? Well, they probably can't either. I mean, truth be told, if they living on the same block as you, they probably can't afford it either. Like, let's just be for real here. I've seen this happen in lesser neighborhoods. I've seen this happen in wealthy neighborhoods. People living beyond their means, trying to keep up with somebody else. And you can't do that. You can't try to keep up with other people. You got to do what you can do. Do what you can do and only what you can do. But do what you can do comfortably. Don't do stuff that's going to put you in a financial bind, man. Don't go out there getting some Hellcat that you can't comfortably pay the note for. Because think about this. Is it really in your interest to get a vehicle to where at all times you are one mischeck away from losing it? Just think about that. You are one paycheck away from losing that thing. No. I always advise buy your car outright. Buy your car outright. Save up for that boy. Buy it outright. You know, maybe don't get the Hellcat. Maybe just get the RT, man. It's still a V8. I know it's not the big boy show off, head turner and whatnot, but it's still a really fun car to drive. And best of all, you can actually afford it. Just get the RT. The Hellcat, maybe one day, maybe eventually you can trade up to it. I don't know. You know, get that, save up some more money, maybe trade that with somebody for an upgrade, and you can cash out the difference. You know, there's ways to get there, but y'all be wanting to go from a tricycle to, you know, the Hellcat in an instant when you just ain't got the ends to do that. So be smarter, y'all. This whole repo situation is wild. It's out of hand. It never should have got here. I don't know what's going on, people. You got people that don't even have a job, man, that's still trying to get these cars. How they work that out, I don't even know. That's some goofy stuff that I don't even want to understand how it works. But that is what's happening. You got people out here that don't even have jobs trying to get these cars. And I don't understand that in the slightest. But I'm going to leave it there. Appreciate y'all connecting with me. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to holler at y'all soon. Peace.